Know anyone who could use a good ass chewing?
I could use a good ass kick, and I'll be very honest with you.
But what if you could get that message delivered by an authentic drill instructor who spent 33 years in the Army?
Ha ha ha!
You asked for it. For just $35, you can get a customized knife hand ass chewing for a person of your choice, straight from the Popster.
I think you aren't even good enough to whiff the farts from a dog's ass.
And monthly supporters of the regiment receive a $10 discount.
I am hard, but I am fair.
Use the Cash App code on the screen to send your donation along with notes on the person whose ass needs chewing. And the Popster will handle the rest.
So, shut the fuck up!
What's up, you weekend wife-stitutes? Terrence Popp here from Redonkulas.com. As you can tell, the Dyslexorcist showed up, compliments of Evil Space Monkey. You can buy shirts at his shop, links in the Meat Gazer box. But just buy the shirt, don't try anything else, don't make it weird. He can cook his own damn dinner just like the women you're trying to woo. All for 15 to 30 seconds of woohoo, oh baby.
And that orgasm stuff. Orgasm this and orgasm that.
Those 15 to 30 seconds are the most expensive seconds of your entire goddamn life. But yet, we throw time, we throw money, we line up for that crazy ass shit. But you don't ever know the true cost until today. By today, I mean too late. At least for me anyway. Space Ghost is on when. But it's not too late for you, and that's why we're gonna do this episode. A good leader leads by example, and I have made almost all of these mistakes myself. I am an expert at getting expatriated, what can I say? But my circumstances are not unique. Not at all. So please pay attention as I give you the briefing. And if it happened to you, please leave comments below. We would love to hear your stories. So pour yourself a menagerie or brew up a quart of herbal tea with a couple shots of Cup My Balls and maybe a shot of Show Me Your Tits. We're about to jump headfirst into the rabbit hole where many men have gone and come before. We know. Yeah. All right. You can see on the board here, there's a lot of stuff. You know what that means. Pop's funny math. Winning. And you know what they say about math. It is the universal language. At least before it became white supreme pizza. Fuck off, double cheese, pepperoni, and sausage. You know how I like it. You'd rather be paying for pizza than picking up the standard bar tab with a woman. Standard bar tab for a single dude going to the bar to watch a game or whatever. That's 2 or 3 drinks and an appetizer. $50 in current year numbers. If you know your happy hour specials, you might be able to get this down to 30 or 35, but you can't do it every day. However, but, as soon as you invite a woman into this equation, these numbers double. And that's just a meetup. You're at the bar, you see a woman, you invite her over, bar tab doubles. And with that, there absolutely is no guarantee you're gonna get to the end and drop off a piece of oh baby. In fact, from my own experience, your chances are like 1 out of 10 or more like 1 out of 15. And why? To be fair.
To be fair.
If you think you're the only one buying this girl drinks, you are turbo stupid. If you noticed her, every swingin' Johnson in the bar has noticed her as well. You are just a face in the crowd. The second look not taken, and the resume put to the bottom of the pile. Make peace with it now. And no amount of money you spend on her is actually going to change that. If Will Fornicating Smith can't keep a woman, what chance do you have?
You, him, here, oh, I need a
But let's say it kind of works out and it evolves into like a dating situationship kind of thing. Now you're looking at $200 per date, and on average, it's 3 dates before you get to the punani. That means before you even touch a titty, you're $600 in the hole. If you're really lucky and dirty, all 3 screen 5.
You've never gone ass to mouth.
You never go ass to mouth.
I've never gone ass to mouth.
All right, not that I know about this or anything, but for $600, you can get yourself 3 pros, if you know what I mean. And the pros, they don't expect you to call them back. Winning. Because after all, you're not actually paying for the old baby, you're paying for them to leave. Very, very few men ever caught a charge not calling back a pro. I'm just saying that Space Ghost is on. But if you are a simplistic individual or a scientist, this gets way worse really quick. This is how you show me you're raised by a single mother without telling me you were raised by a single mother. You're doing the dating thing, and every time you show up, she expects a $100 gift. Fuck! There are women out there who will slam the door in your face if you don't show up with a gift. These are the women that look you in the face and say, I am the table. I'm so gay.
Girl, you want a $200,000? Are you insane?
My ring has to sparkle from across the street. Like, you have to see that shit. It's gonna blind people.
But that's so superficial. That's like so superficial.
But it's about so much more than that.
They truly believe that their time is worth more than yours. But then they will claim feminism is about equality. Screen 5. $900, that'll give you 90 days worth of booze, and you can do oh baby by yourself every day. Speaking of oh baby, well, that leads us right into sugar babies. Sugar daddies are the Dr. Fauci of scientists. They claim to be experts, but they haven't seen a patient in over 30 years. Screen 5. Imagine being a gynecologist, but you haven't seen any poussée since you were born. That's what we're talking about here. You might as well take all the money and give it to the Joker.
I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money.
The sugar baby numbers, they're all over the map, so I picked 3,000 to keep it conservative. And some dudes are paying way more than that on only plans.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Imagine this, $3,000 a month or $36,000 a year for 4 shots of Oh Baby a month. That's $750 per Oh Baby. That's $1.78 per pump. And only if you can actually pull it off in last 7 minutes. Let's be honest here. If you're shelling out $3,000 a month for 4 hits of Oh Baby, you are not lasting 7 minutes. Sorry.
Already?
You're not an all-nighter, you're a 2-minute tiger. Riggs! Let's be honest here. Sugar daddies in current year are the bottom of the bottomless barrel. Standing next to them is Biden's 80,000 IRS agents. Winning? No. Oh look, lawyers! And swallowing them all up is my ex, the Sarlacc pit. Screen 5. She took half my shit and Boba Fett. I'm never gonna get over that. Speaking of crazy cats, it's the next one on the list. Now listen closely. We all know the crazy cats is the best kind of cat you're gonna get, because nothing does cheetah flips better under your peg D than a piece of crazy cat, if you know what I mean. But this can go nuclear real quick, so tread lightly. This is the equivalent of using your hard peg D as a pogo stick to jump through a minefield. Not gonna work out. Boing, boing, boing. Well, at least it was good while it lasted. Now the good thing about the crazy cat ladies, they usually put out on the first date. Instead of 600 or 900, you're getting a crack for $300 and it's a deal at any price. Right. You know what they say, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Yeah, you might have got your best 15 to 30 seconds of oh baby in your entire life, but if you don't call her the next day or it was a bail situation, let the games begin. And this is how you catch a charge or a taser, which is also a charge, screen 5. You are looking at an SA accusation because you did not call her back.
Let's pretend that's not true.
Yeah.
On average, first offense SA charge, $30,000 bail, and 10% of that up in smoke. So now you went from $300 to $3,300 for just one bang. And if she's convincing enough, it's gonna go to trial. Because you know, in current year, you're supposed to believe all women, even men who think they're women. I guess it's weird. The modern justice system doesn't care about evidence or due process in current year. Constitution, well, that's just a pesky document that only applies to the filthy rich. You're just an average dude, so you're gonna get raked over the coals for every penny you have, and you might have to go to prison.
Oh God, why didn't anybody tell me?
I said it once and I'll say it again. We have the best justice system on the planet. Too bad the average dude cannot afford it. Can you afford $30,000 to $40,000 for a trial? Probably not. But that's exactly what you're looking at here. So now, instead of a $300 or $3,300 bang, you're on the hook for $33,300 start to finish for hitting one piece of crazy slot C. That's a down payment on a house or even a car. I hope the pussy was worth it. I have met perfect 10s who are not worth $33,000. That's over $78 per pump. What the hell were you thinking? That is 55.5 times more expensive than standard oh baby. I really hope that those crazy cat lady cheetah flips were worth it. But let's just say she was successful at hiding the crazy for over 2 years and you fall into the familiar pattern of, I love her, she's different, she's good people, and she would never do that to me. Bull crap! You're not listening to this, you're listening to this, and you wife that shit up, you idiota! You might be getting your 15 to 30 seconds of oh baby on the regular, but this is what it's gonna cost you. These numbers here are for average middle class dudes. We're not talking about celebrities or Mike Tyson or anything else like that. $600 for your first 3 initial dates before you get to the oh baby. Now most dudes, they will go on 2 dates a week for 24 months before they pop the question. And that's gonna run you $9,600. You see now how this adds up real quick? But you're still stupid because you're actually considering popping the question after 24 months. You should wait 36 months and then live with her for 12 before you decide maybe you're gonna pop the question. My ex hid her crazy for over 2 years and totally fooled me because I was blue pill thinking at the time. Next thing you know, I'm living out of my car, eating off the dollar menu at McDonald's.
You gonna finish those fries, bro?
Dude, I didn't even know you back then. Get out of here, you time-traveling hobgoblin.
And I get to act like a father for 96 hours a month if I'm lucky. Winning? Fuck no. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you. And you dumbass, you're gonna shell out $8,000 for 3 pieces of jewelry. 2 for her, 1 for you, the standard shackle kit. It's kind of like a grenade. Instead of pulling the ring, you put one on it. And once you do, the fat grenade explodes right in your face.
Don't bite the dick that fucks you, honey. Get a big kiss.
But not until after the wedding, of course. Now look, you're an average dude working an average job and you can't afford a big whatchamajigger.
What'd you call me, motherfucker?
I said whatchamajigger, not that actual word. Shut up. I'm talking about weddings. And for 15 G's, it's not gonna be a huge wedding. It's like rent a gazebo, feed everyone with Kentucky Fried Chicken kind of thing. You know, the VFW basement reception with the DJ that usually performs at the bar you like to go to. That kind of wedding. Because you gotta shell out the down payment for the $225,000 house that you're gonna lose in the divorce. All so you can have a $15,000 party. But the house wedding, it's not enough, and it never is. You gotta make sure that she has a car that's better than her friend's car, and of course, you have to drive a beater. So there's another $35,000 for something that rolls between point A and point B.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
But all of this means nothing because you are getting divorced. Not only did you pay for all of this shit, you're gonna have to pay for her side of the divorce and yours. $15,000, and that's if there is no trial. It gets more expensive from there. And I can't tell you how many times I've talked to dudes who just didn't lose half. They lost it all. Because that 50% usually applies to liquid, tangible assets. How do you divide a house or a car in two? You can't. She takes it. And I've seen it happen many, many times. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I misquoted about the house. It is divided equally. She gets the inside, you get the outside. Screen 5. You have to laugh at this, gentlemen, because if you don't, you are going to go insane in the membrane. Yeah, there's 533 dudes on this board, but for every dude on this board, there are 10 guys I couldn't save. And what was I trying to save them from? This and the hopelessness that it creates. Any system that destroys hope and love is evil and needs to be destroyed. But we can't do that because it's not the best interest of the child. Get out of here with that crap. That is a bullshit term invented by people who want to cornhole your wallet. Take a look at the stats for fatherless homes and then look me in the eye and tell me I'm wrong. If you had the best interest of the child in mind, you would put them with the parent who can afford to support them on their own. But that certainly does not make any money for the corrupt system, now does it? Nope, they want their pound of flesh, yours, and that comes out to $800 a month for child support. On average, women who file 80% of all divorces do so around the 7-year mark. Unless it's a shotgun wedding, conception probably will take a little bit of time. So you're looking at a kid between 4 and 6 years old. We average 13 years of child support. We're talking $124,800, and that's if she never seeks an increase. And that doesn't include all of the other shit that you are on the hook for. Medical, dental, daycare, childcare, and the list goes on and on. And if you were married to her beyond 10 years, you gotta figure in Alice isn't horny anymore money, which is not on this board. But I am no longer a glutton for punishment. That went away once my divorce was final. So the cost of everything here plus 13 years of child support adds up to $433,000. That's almost $500,000, and you're only a middle-class guy. You will never retire. You can raise 2 children from 0 to 18 for this amount of money. Instead, you spent all that money tapping that ass 162 times over 7 years. That is $2,672.83 per baby. That's $5.88 per pump. Space Ghost is on. Remember that next time you're having bedroom fun with your woman. Every time you go balls deep, you throw a $5 bill on her back. Great emancipator my ass. I'm the great ejaculator on screen 5. So please, take all these numbers as a whole, and not the one you're banging, you dirty bastards, and ask yourself this. Is it worth it? Now, I know there are dudes out there that do want to have kids, and that's fine, and I wish you all of the luck in the world. But remember this, if you came from a dysfunctional family, more than likely you are going to create one. You can do everything right, and there's a greater chance it will go catastrophically wrong. Emphasis on catastrophe. If you're a chick, of course.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
So if you're a relationship kind of dude, vet these women within an inch of their lives. Take nothing at face value. Actions always mean more than words. For example, if all of their past men were nothing but toxic assholes, you need to be running away at warp fucking speed. And Recon the Mother. I made a whole video about it, links in the description. If her mother is divorced or she was raised by a single mother, it's a bail situation, dudes. And I'm gonna be honest here. If you're a dude who was raised by a single mother, the rules still apply to you. Hey, I was raised by a single mother and look at me, winning. No. I made all of these goddamn mistakes. It doesn't matter how screwed up your childhood was, it felt normal to you. And as adults, we recreate the image that was provided to us in our childhood. We are nothing more than the funhouse mirrors of the examples our parents left. Sure, that image is distorted, but what's casting that reflection is absolutely real. Think about that, refill your menagerie, and I'll see you guys next time. No, we had a guy in one of my units get his tooth knocked out by one of those big beetles.
Oh shit.
He was like, oh, fucking. I personally didn't write up his sick call slip when he came in because this happened on a Saturday. I heard about it the next day on Sunday. And the CQ's like, hey man, this is some weird
I
ass
can
shit.
only imagine.
Yeah. And all they could do, because the tooth was obliterated, they pulled out the root.
Like just shattered?
It was, yeah, because you're doing 80 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
And, and it fucking hit the tooth.
Fast times acceleration.
Yeah, it was this one here, gone. It was broken into micro pieces. It's lucky it didn't hit him in the back of the throat because it really would have hurt a bit. So he goes to emergency dental. They pull out the root. They let it heal for like 4 months, and then they put a post in there.